So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 18 things that you can do when work is a bit slow or you're having quiet business days, which I know a lot of us are having at the moment. So I thought I'd share some activities that you can do to kind of keep yourself busy and work on your business. If you are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. Please do click the subscribe button if you want to be notified when I post new videos of all things kind of business, marketing, design, freelancing related. I will be posting new videos each week. So the first thing you can do, it sounds really basic, but I find that having a clear, organized kind of desktop on my computer is really helpful for my productivity. So go through and maybe delete all of those tabs that you've got open on your desktop, organize your files, so your documents folder, your photos folder, go through and get rid of anything unnecessary and look into organizing things in terms of cloud storage and backups as well to make sure that your work is always safe. Another thing I really like to do when I've got spare time is to plan and draft out some blog posts or some email newsletters and make sure that I can then schedule things ahead of time. It's really nice to be ahead of time and not having to worry about things for a few weeks. So when you do have spare time, go ahead and take that and use it to draft those things. You can also use some downtime to map out your big picture goals for your business. I do actually have a really in-depth goal planning and setting worksheet that I released at the beginning of 2020, but it's relevant no matter what time of year it is. I will leave the link below to download that, but I think there's like 18 pages just of prompts and things to talk you through setting goals and making a plan for your business. As well as doing blog posts and newsletters, you could also look at planning and maybe even creating some video content for your business. So whether that's YouTube or maybe doing some Instagram lives, Facebook lives, or IGTV videos. It's a really good idea to occasionally go over your old website copy. So go through all the pages on your site, maybe have a read through of everything. First of all, make sure that it's all correct and still up to date, but also think about how you can improve it to be more personal, connect better with your customers, maybe go and research some copywriting tips. I've got some tips about writing an about page on my blog, which I'll share the link to below. But generally also revisiting old blog posts. So any that are performing particularly well, you can have a look in Google Analytics for this. You can go back and maybe update those and make them more in depth if you've got time for that. Having a clear and clean inbox is really important for my productivity as well, I find. So if you do have time to go through maybe your inbox and try and clear that or get that to inbox 0, that can be a really good use of any spare time that you've got. I've got an in-depth blog post about my Gmail hacks. So if you do use Gmail, there are some kind of extensions and tools that you can use to keep your inbox super organized too. You could always use this time to put together a marketing plan as well. So an actual in-depth strategy of how you plan to market your business over the next few weeks and months, maybe even for the next 12 months. I do have a free marketing plan template that is available to download for free on my website. So if you are interested in that, I will leave the link below for that as well. Another great thing to do, especially right now while we're social distancing and you can't go to actual networking events, is to maybe join some Facebook groups in your industry and start networking online in there. Making connections and making friends, even with just peers in your industry, is such a good way of potentially getting referrals or learning more from people as well. If you're working from home, it's so important to have a nice, clear, organized workspace so that you can be as productive as you possibly can. So maybe spend some time making some kind of workspace, even if it's just on a kitchen table, maybe just having basic things at hand really easily, like a jug of water or a pot of pens or notepads, making sure everything is in reaching distance so you don't have to keep faffing around and going to find things around the house. You might hate this suggestion, but you could always go through your accounts and your bookkeeping. Maybe even what I like to do sometimes when I have spare time is go on my QuickBooks app and kind of swipe through all the journeys that it's tracked me doing. So whether they are for personal or for business, and then it will track that and put it into my accounting software. But you could just go through all your receipts and expenses and match things up. It's a good way to spend the time as much as people hate it. Something that a lot of people always forget to do is contacting your old clients and asking them for testimonials or even more in-depth case studies. This could be a great time to write some kind of little pitch emails, I guess, to previous clients that you've had, helping them to formulate maybe some kind of case study that you can put on your website to get more clients. Now, this suggestion does come with a caveat, and that is to complete a competitor analysis. Now, I think these can be really important and really helpful for a business, and I do actually have a worksheet on this, which I will leave a link to below. But I would also say that it can sometimes be a distraction, and it can sometimes also be not very good for our mental health as well, because if you're constantly looking at people who are 10 steps ahead of you, you might perceive that they're doing a lot better than you and what you're doing isn't enough, and that can often kind of spiral down and make you feel not very nice. So I would suggest treading carefully with competitor analysis and make sure you're just setting aside a certain amount of time to do it and not letting it feed into your general social media consumption as well. Speaking of social media, one great thing that you can do now is start to schedule all of your social media content updates, maybe create some Instagram images, maybe schedule some Facebook posts in advance. I know that Twitter is so fast moving, so if you've got time to write a load of tweets and kind of bulk upload them to a scheduling software, that could be a really good way of building your following on there over the next couple of weeks too. You could always spend this time investing in a new skill. It's so important to continually invest in yourself as a business owner, and what better time to do it now if you have got some quiet time and you need to improve your skills in something. For example, email marketing. I've just released an online course all about using Flowdesk, which is an email marketing software to help with your email marketing. So I will leave the link to that below. And I do have some other online courses as well for various different marketing platforms. You could also work on creating a digital product yourself, maybe like a mini ebook or a small course or something that can work well with your industry. Have a brainstorm into what you can do in terms of making your business more digital. If you are in the mood for reflection, this can be a really good time to do a brand or a website audit. So going through your whole website, not just the copy like I mentioned before and the text, actually the design and how it's laid out. I do have a worksheet to help you with this, and it goes through some SEO checks as well. So I'll leave the link to that below. Also with your brand, you can do this and kind of go through and make sure that your branding is still actually serving your business. So if your logo is, the most up-to-date version that it can be, maybe take a step back and look at some branding exercises like an onlyness statement, things like that. If you're feeling super organized, why not go through your project management software, or if you haven't got some, set some up. My favorite one is Trello, but I know a lot of people love Asana. If you're looking for something really in-depth, maybe Dubsado or ClickUp. These are all kind of project management softwares that can help if you've got clients in your business. Or maybe have a look at setting up a CRM system. Now, I think Dubsado and ClickUp kind of double as this, and often your email marketing software can double as CRM. That's customer relationship management. And these systems are kind of designed so that you can track your customers all the way from a lead to an actual paying customer and store all your kind of details about them as well. So you could look into setting some of those things up. And last but not least, why not think about creating some kind of digital brochures or info packs? If you're getting asked the same questions again and again by clients and customers, why not consider putting them all together into some kind of PDF document that you can send in reply to these people so that you're saving a bit more time? I hope you enjoyed these tips. If you've got any other ideas, please of course leave a comment below with what you've been doing to fill any quiet time recently. I'd love to hear them, and remember to subscribe if you are interested in hearing more kind of business and marketing content from myself. Thanks so much for watching.